Hi everyone, this is Pranit Shrivant on the YouTube channel Mahabharata, the finer details. The idea of this YouTube channel is to explore relatively lesser known parts of the epic and unravel stories which are not heard very often. Have you heard about the story of King Shalya, the ruler of Madhya Pradesh? Did you know that there has been a remarkable example of psychological warfare in the Mahabharata war? Let me elucidate the details. You might have heard about the twins Nakula and Sahadeva, who were the children of King Pandu and Madri. The twins Nakula and Sahadeva had a maternal uncle by the name King Shalya, who was the ruler of Madhya Pradesh. This Madhya Pradesh is nothing but current day Sialkot in Pakistan. The role played by King Shalya is very amazing and singular for a lot of reasons, and I shall be explaining that in this episode. The scene which I am narrating now is just before the great Mahabharata battle is about to start. Kingdoms from all across the Indian subcontinent are marching towards the battle of Kurukshetra, and they are about to join either the side of the Pandavas or to join the side of the Kauravas. King Shalya comes from all the way from Sialkot to join the Pandava army. Here is when King Duryodhana does something extremely strategic. Duryodhana comes to know well in advance that King Shalya has started off on his journey, and he calculates the probable locations of the night halts and arranges for the setting up of night tent camps and guest houses for relaxation for the king's army. He does this with such a perfection that for all the 7 days in the king's journey from Sialkot to Kurukshetra, which is in Haryana, the guest houses offer the king with the best possible relaxation, be it in terms of the facilities and amenities or the refreshments or the chamber music. They offer the king the best possible relaxation for the night. This goes on for 7 days, and there is yet another point to be noted in that Duryodhana does all these things with an impeccable street smartness. He ensures that in all these guest houses there is absolutely no trace of the fact that these guest houses have been set up by Duryodhana. There is nowhere a mention of Duryodhana's logo or banner or any sign which would indicate that Duryodhana had set up all these tent camps. King Shalya thinks all along that it's been the Pandavas who have been extending their hospitality, as it is after all the Pandavas to which side King Shalya had come to fight the battle for. At the end of 7 days, deeply impressed with the hospitality which has been rendered to him, he proclaims to his servants that I am deeply impressed with the hospitality which has been given to me. I shall be very happy to offer a boon to the king who has arranged all these things for me. Ask the king to come and meet me. And it is at this juncture that Duryodhana reveals himself, and for the boon he asks for King Shalya to participate in the battle of Kurukshetra on the side of the Kauravas rather than to fight on the side of the Pandavas. King Shalya realizes that he has been tricked, but sees that he cannot do anything about it. He is bound by the boon which he has offered, and is also bound ethically, since it's wrong to go for a fight against a house which has offered food for you. So Shalya agrees to fight on the side of the Kauravas for the battle of Kurukshetra. If we were to pause now and analyze as to whether the possibility of King Shalya supporting the Pandavas is totally lost now, things are not so very simple. If we were to think that there has been a master strategist like Duryodhana on the side of Kauravas, there has been a super master strategist. There has been a super master strategist of Lord Krishna on the side of the Pandavas. Lord Krishna ensures that he sends a message to King Shalya saying that on the 16th and 17th day of the battle, when Karna would be the commander-in-chief, you, Shalya, should volunteer to be the charioteer for Karna. And when you are the charioteer for Karna, you must try to continuously demoralize Karna by shouting out the praises of the Pandavas. Would it be possible for you to do this small favor for the part of Pandavas? At this request, King Shalya readily agrees, since he is more than happy to extend his help to the Pandavas in the smallest way possible. The battle goes on, and the 16th and 17th. If we were to think that there has been a master strategist, Duryodhana on the side of the Kauravas, there was a super master strategist, Lord Krishna, on the side of the Pandavas. Lord Krishna sends a message to Shalya saying that on the 16th and 17th day of the battle, when Karna would be the commander-in-chief, you, Shalya, must be the charioteer for Karna. And as a charioteer, you must try to demoralize Karna by shouting out the praises of the opponent Pandavas. Would it be possible for you to do this small favor for the Pandavas? At this request, Shalya readily agrees, since he is more than happy to extend his help to the Pandavas in the smallest possible manner. The battle goes on. The 16th and 17th day of the battle arrive, and when Karna is the commander-in-chief, and when Shalya had volunteered to be the charioteer, Shalya starts to fulfill the promise which he had given to Lord Krishna. He starts to praise the glory of the Pandavas as a charioteer to Karna, and keeps on doing this to such an extent that it causes a deep dent in the morale of Karna. Shalya even goes to an extent of ridiculing Karna by citing all the examples of his failure in the previous battlefields. A psychologically weakened Karna later falls prey to the sharp arrows of Arjuna, though as an archer, technically he was more than a match for Arjuna. This story shows to us the importance of psychological warfare, in which injury and damage is inflicted through words rather than through sharp weapons. And it's very important to note that such psychological weakening and psychological damage is far more powerful and far more subtle and can go unnoticed, especially when it is done by people in our close inner circles. This example is even relevant today, when sometimes the psychological weakening can cause us to momentarily forget the extent of our own prowess or potential when our mistakes are continuously being highlighted upon us. I can also relate to another episode or another dialogue by the Tamil film superstar Rajinikanth, in which he says, நான் என் ஜன்ம விரோதியும் மன்னிச்சிடுவேன், ஆனா கூடவே இந்த துரோகம் செய்யறவங்களை என்னைக்கும் மன்னிக்க மாட்டேன். What he means in this is that he is ready to forgive even his sworn enemy, but he shall never forgive his own close friends who have deceived him. I am really glad that such a story from the Mahabharata times is relevant even today, and I shall be more than happy if you have any other stories which you can share as a comment in the comment section. Thanks a lot for watching this video.